What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I am here for a slightly delayed review of the newest song from CNBlue titled You're So Fine. And CNBlue, I like as a group. They are very, very nice. They're different from, like, you know, the general fare that you get with K-pop. So they're good. They consistently put out good music, and you know, also my introduction to them was seeing them perform at KCON, which is cool too. So I've got that as a connection. I quite like their performance. So, you know, just a couple of reasons why I like them. You know, I saw them perform live, and I think that they put out, you know, consistently good music. So, you know, we're going to do my review in the normal format as I do now, with my first impressions coming up first, followed by final impressions, where I highlight a couple of things that I want to talk about further. So without delaying any longer, let's get into it with my first impressions. I've watched like a minute and a half of this song, so I'm about like a third of the way through, which is a lot of, you know, I normally like to pause or something like that after the first verse to give like my impression, but I was so hooked on this song, right? Because first off, right, for me, as being someone who, you know, played the bass guitar for just a tiny amount of time, not terribly long, I'm not saying that like I actually know how to play it or anything like that, but you know, I have some experience, I like it, I have some appreciation for that. So the bass, just the entire song is super groovy, super funky, at least in the verse, right? And then you got that hard, like twangy bass guitar that's back there. I really like that as well. That's definitely something that's, you know, stood out to me so far as something that I like. And just overall, man, I've just been so captured in the groove and the flow of this song. I've just been sitting there bobbing my head like this to the entire thing throughout the first verse and then through the chorus and all that stuff. I'm just so like captured in the flow and the groove of this song that, you know, I couldn't let go of it until I like actually like literally forced myself to do it right now, to just talk. So it's you know, a really good song. Is already, I mean, you know, captured me through the basically the verse, which is really, really fantastic. So we're going to continue, and I'm hoping that I don't just finish off the entire song, but who knows how I feel as we watch this. So let's go. Keep going. Okay, and then too, so right, so at least when I listen to songs, obviously when everyone listens to a song, you know, your tendency, right, is to focus on something that is, you know, catchy and hooks your attention, grabs your attention. So the one thing that I'm noticing that I'm going to remember, and definitely is going to be something that stands out to me from, you know, when I listen to this more in the future, or, you know, just in my car or whatever, you know, something that I'm going to sing along to is the chorus, right? You've got that callback part, right? The I don't know what they say before, but it's baby, right? As where you end that was where you end the callback. That is memorable, right? The little bit before that, and then the callback is definitely a little portion right there that is definitely going to be, you know, something that I sing along with. At the very least, I'm going to be singing that callback portion, because, you know, just the melody of that and all that, and the way that it kind of flows is really, really nice. The entire chorus is, you know, has a, you know, nice melody and flow to it, which definitely makes it something that is, you know, nice to sing along to. It's something that's just tempting to sing, and, you know, that's good, right? So the song has got that, you know, funky and engaging music that you've got that's hooked my attention, and then of course it has the, you know, the flow of the vocals and the vocal track, which is something that I want to sing along to. So at the moment, man, it's got like the two main things that, you know, you want in a song if it's going to be something that is, you know, drawing people into your new album release. So this song so far is just really, really great as far as, you know, being something to promote a brand new album for CNBlue, and that's really, really good. That is like the bare minimum that you would expect or ask for from any song, you know. So I think they're doing a really, you know, good job with, you know, as they usually do, releasing solid music every single time that they put out a release or release an album or whatever it is that they do. Yeah, that was a really, really good song from CNBlue. Like I said in my intro bit and the points too during the music video, is that like CNBlue just consistently releases songs that are at the very least just, they are good, they're solid, they're enjoyable, they're not going to be something that turns you off because, they do what they do, they found their, sound in the thing that works for them. And they, they put it out as a promotion song, and then they deviate slightly from, side to side on what they do. But, you can generally kind of expect what you're going to hear from them every single time that they release a song to promote a new album. And, that's cool. They, I like to say, or, look, whenever a new group releases music, it's like, how have they evolved from their previous couple of releases? And, I say that it's a good thing and I like it when groups change, but they don't necessarily have to change so much. And CNBlue is, I think, a pretty good example from, at least from my experience, the limited, exposure that I have to their previous releases. They haven't changed so much or so dramatically from their previous releases, but it's been enough to keep it, different and new and fresh. And I think that's really good. So, as always, it's a really solid release from CNBlue, in my opinion. So, we're going to watch this a couple times. I might have something, to say further or expand on it or whatever. But, we're going to come back to my final thoughts to close out this video coming up in the next clip. All right, so we are back. I've listened to it a couple more times as I do. I watched the music video a little bit more. There's nothing particularly that stands out with the music video. It's a nice K-pop video. It looks nice. The aesthetic is nice. It fits CNBlue, in my opinion. Overall, it's cool. It doesn't stand out as anything super crazy amazing. It's pretty solid. As with, like I said, anything that CNBlue does, their song and the music video is good. If not, maybe not remarkable, but it is still pretty solid. So, a couple more things that I really want to focus on to the song, and that is that drum and bass beat that's behind the entire music track. And I think that this is kind of one of the things that is a staple of like any CNBlue song is that's the heartbeats, basically the rhythm section of the song, right? Which is, again, carried by the drummer and the bassist. And that is definitely the strongest point of CNBlue, in my opinion. This one, right, it's the main feature of the group. Like I said, it's really great. This one, as with any song that they do, I think is, it's strong and it is engaging or attention grabbing, which again is good. It's fantastic. It caught my attention. It was engaging. It kept me into the song. If I didn't actually say like I have to pause and talk about this or something right now, I would have very likely watched the entire music video as far as my first impressions, and then when it came to the end, I've been like, you know what? I've been like, oh shoot, I didn't even pause the video to even say anything. Oops, right? Because then it's like how engaging and how, well that the percussion, aspect of it had grabbed my attention and, held on to it and didn't let go. So it's always really good. And like I said, it's always a staple of their songs. The second part is that little bridge section to the last verse or the outro verse or whatever, right? When you get the little horn solo, it changes the instrumentation. It drops a lot of like the guitar and stuff like that. So you get a little tiny amount of that percussion, drum and bass that's back there. And that really obviously is kind of like a very clear indication that like, hey, okay, so we're going to change the song up a tiny bit, or not a tiny bit, but kind of dramatically, add in a little touch of flair with the horns. And this next part coming up is, very obviously it's a signal that, the next part is going to be the end of the song. And that was nice. I mean, sometimes it does that part doesn't really make any difference, or it doesn't really stand out so much, or, whatever, even though it's kind of supposed to be a pretty dramatic change in what the sound and feel of the song is supposed to be. Sometimes it's just in there, but this one is definitely one that I really, really liked, and it's good. And like I said, it kind of, signals and flows into the end of the song to signify that, what is coming up is going to be the outro. So, it's really great. And I think, like I said, with anything that CNBlue releases, this song is solid. It might not be particularly impressive, but that doesn't matter because it's a good song. It's going to be something that I'm not going to get bored of listening to ever. It might not be this, a song that I particularly choose to listen to, but considering what's been released so far this week, it probably is going to be for the next couple of days. And you know, it definitely has me interested in the album. I was going to listen to it and probably do a review of it anyway, but, you know, I do think that for people who are not particularly fans of CNBlue or who are new to the group, you know, this song is definitely going to, you know, capture their attention and probably drive them to take a look at what else is in the album, to see what CNBlue has to offer, which I think is going to be, you know, something very, very, you know, interesting to discover and listen to for a lot of other people. So there you go. That is it. That's all I have to say. So I hope that this video helps, or that what I had to say helps get a little friendly discussion down in the comments below or over on social media on Twitter and Facebook. You know, you can check all of that stuff out wherever the links are in the description. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I'm going to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Of fun. So, I mean, it's a good song. It's a good song. CNBlue knows how to make the pop, or I guess the pop songs, the pop rock songs that have got the fantastic, you know, like the drum, the bass, all of that stuff, you know, the heartbeat of a song, of a rock song, you know, they know how to make that